You could be getting over 100 legendary commander sculptures per month in Rise of Kingdoms, and if you're not, then this video is for you, because today I'm going to share with you every single way that you can be getting legendary commander sculptures for free. Right now is the most important time to save legendary commander sculptures. You can see right here I have over 1,000 saved up, because next month we're going to be getting ranged combat in the game, which might come with a new troop type, and we have a Halloween event coming up, we have a Thanksgiving event coming up, we have a Christmas event coming up, and we have a New Year's event coming up, all between now and the end of the year. So stay tuned to learn how you can get the most amount of legendary commander sculptures for all of the events that are coming very soon. But first, cheers, let's get right into it, guys. I have like 18 maxed legendary commanders, so I've been doing this for a while, and that's not including commanders like Nebu or Saladin, which I already have a ton of sculptures into as well. In the first place that you're going to get a ton of legendary commander sculptures for free is through the VIP system. Once you hit VIP 10, you're going to be getting one legendary commander sculpture per day just by logging in, and this is huge. If you're a new player, you're going to want to focus on putting a ton of gems into your VIP system during the More Than Gems event, and we'll talk about that later in the video. As you continue to play the game more and hopefully join a really powerful alliance, you're going to hit VIP 12, which gives you 2 legendary commander sculptures per day, and then eventually VIP 14 is 3 legendary commander sculptures per day. That's 90 legendary commander sculptures per month right there just from logging in. So you can see how important it is that you focus on your VIP, especially in the early game and especially as a free to play player, because if you plan on playing this game for a long period of time, this is going to be an insane amount of value. Now the next thing we have to talk about is Ark of Osiris. Now this is a bi-weekly event that you should be doing, and if you're in a really good alliance that knows how to play this event, then you can sort of guarantee at least 20 legendary commander sculptures per month. Now that's if you win both of your matches and you have an individual score of at least 10,000, which is relatively easy to do, I would say. Maybe a little bit harder for free to play in the early game. Even if you lose, you're still going to be getting a nice amount of legendary commander sculptures every other week. So again, participate in this event. It usually happens on the weekends, which unfortunately for me means I can't do them because I work, which really sucks. Not to mention you could be getting a bunch of gems, speed ups, and a ton of other really good stuff from this event. So definitely make sure that you do this, and if you win both events every single month and your VIP 14, then you're already at 100 legendary commander sculptures or more per month, which is insane. Next we have the Karuak ceremony, and this I believe comes around once every single month. It might be a little bit more often than that, but if you are able to complete the Karuak ceremony on the highest difficulty, then you're going to be getting, I believe it's 13 total legendary commander sculptures from the individual event. There's also the alliance portion of the event where you do have a chance to get legendary commander sculptures as well, so make sure you participate in both portions of the Karuak ceremony event, and you want to complete this pretty much as soon as it comes around. That way if your alliance decides to go ahead and do the alliance portion of the event, you are ready to go. Next, let's talk about holiday events, in particular the 7,000 gem event. Now this is the best event that you can participate in for holidays. This was last year's Magic Snowman event, and I imagine we'll either see a very similar event for Christmas, Thanksgiving, or Halloween, or maybe if we're lucky 2 out of the 3. But essentially this event has multiple tiers of rewards. There is a free tier on the left here. The center tier is a 7,000 gem cost to unlock, and then finally there is a $10 tier off on the right. The 7,000 gem portion may seem expensive, however you have to keep in mind that if you come all the way to the end here, you can see there's 2,000 gems at the end anyways. So essentially what the strategy is that you go ahead and participate in the event as much as possible, and once you get all the way to level 25, then you spend 7,000 gems to unlock this second tier, and right when you do that, you're going to claim all the rewards for all the levels, and this includes I believe about 35 legendary commander sculptures if I'm not mistaken, and I think you get 6 or 7,000 gems in return when you unlock and complete this second tier. So essentially you're getting them for free. However, you do have to grind quite a bit, and you probably will have to spend a good chunk of AP in order to grind the barbs to do this. However, very doable. Lots of players do it and lots of players players love this event for that reason, because that is like a month's worth of VIP legendary commander sculptures for free in like a week or a weekend. Now there's also other kinds of holiday events where you essentially collect a certain item on the map and use it to increase the level of whatever that holiday is. So for example, this is Thanksgiving. You basically feed your turkey and grow it from a baby all the way to big fat giant turkey. I think there was also a Christmas event where you like decorate your tree and you get a more beautiful tree over time. Regardless, when you go through this event, you're going to get all the way up to, I believe it goes up to level 25 if I'm not mistaken, and as you do that you'll get rewards. And there's also going to be a more premium event currency. It'll look something like this, where you have the free items you get and then the ones that are a little bit more premium. In this case it was like, I guess, sunflowers. There's also alliance events where your entire alliance is going to be donating to a particular goal. So this was Thanksgiving of 2021, as you can see here, and you're going to get a bunch of chests as you complete that goal together. So this is another good example of an event where you're going to get some common currency and some more premium currency, and you may be able to get a couple of legendary commander sculptures out of it. Next we have the More Than Gems event, and this is the event that I talked about earlier when we discussed your VIP level. So essentially this event seems like at this point it comes around once a month, if not once every 2 to 3 months, but it seems to have been a little bit more common recently. However, what this event is a 2-day event where when you spend a certain amount of gems that day, you're going to get a bunch of free rewards. So if you need to purchase, let's say, master blueprints to get to level 25, this is the time where you want to buy those because they cost 2,000 gems each, and you're going to get free value, free items here just for spending gems at this point as opposed to any other point in the game. This is also the event where you want to spend a ton of gems on your VIP. Now the reason for this is if you spend 7,000 gems in one day, you're going to get 5 legendary commander sculptures for free, and if you spend 25,000 gems in a single day, you're going to get 8 legendary commander sculptures for free. So there's a few ways that you can do this. If you only have 7,000 gems to spend, then spend all of them in one day and get 5 heads for free. If you have 14,000 gems to spend, then do 7,000 in one day, 7,000 the next day, for a total of 10 legendary commander sculptures. And if you have 50,000 gems to spend, then of course 25,000 one day, 25,000 the next day, and that's going to get you 16 total legendary commander sculptures. I personally think that the best value is 7,000 gems per day for 2 days, because 14,000 gems is quite a bit, especially for free to play players. But again, you will want to spend pretty heavily on VIP to at least get to VIP 10, 12, or if you're close you can push for VIP 14 as well, and you're going to get a ton of value out of that over time, as well as the free value that you're going to get here by spending gems during this event. Okay, let's step back from events for a moment and talk about something that everybody can do at any time, and that is your expedition. Now this is sort of a one-time thing, meaning when you complete every 5 levels you're going to get access to a free legendary commander sculpture. You see down here there's the first time completion rewards, and when I complete level 55 I'll get a legendary commander sculpture. At 60 I'll get another one, at 65 I'll get another one, at 70 I'll get another one, and this goes all the way down to 80. Now I believe this starts even at the first level 5. I can't even see here. Okay, I logged into another account and I can see that it goes to at least 20, so I do believe that you get one for level 5, 10, and 15 as well. But on top of that, there's also the rally and garrison side events here that are not on the main path, but they're off to the side, and these are ones that are going to get you Ethelflaed sculptures, as well as a treasure of the warrior queen. Now you get one for your first completion, and then one every single day after you complete that event. So this starts, I believe, at level 30, and it'll go every 10 levels up until level 70. It looks like there's not one for 80, but this is going to get you a nice handful of treasure of the warrior queen every single day, which if you're working on Ethelflaed is going to be huge. Otherwise it's going to give you silver keys, which are good in the early game, horrible in the late game. But on top of that, these also have a very small chance to give you a legendary commander sculpture. Now I want to say it's like 1 in every like 200 chests or something like that. Like the drop rate is insanely low for your universal legendary commander sculpture that you can get from this. However, the sooner that you complete all of these events, the more you're going to get per day, and that does add up eventually. At the end of the year you will have a couple of extra free universal legendary commander sculptures, unless you are of course very unlucky, which has definitely been the case for me. It feels like it's been a long time since I've gotten a